Are you ready?
Hold on. We're not starting. We're about to have a piece of silence so you can start editing. All right, you ready?
No.
All right. I'm Jacob Sales.
And I'm Bo McKenzie.
And together we are
Together Woven.
That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the Gather Corner.
Welcome back to a brand new
episode.
I don't know if we're actually calling them episodes, but welcome
to the potty, baby.
Anyways, on the real note, welcome back. We're so glad you guys are tuning in for Gather Corner, the second month episode that's coming out. We are, when this comes out, officially a month away from launch.
Crazy feeling. Yeah, it is. It's a crazy feeling. But how do you feel about it? I feel pumped. I'm ready to get going.
Dude, we're beyond ready. This is it. This is crunch time for us, man. Crunch time. It really is. Yep. You know, here we are.
Yep, we got some personal orders already taken care of, and we're ready to get going. You know?
I mean, to be honest, Jake just came off of the deathbed, bro.
Oh yeah, big time.
Brother was just on deathbed.
Yeah.
Bro, tell us what happened. What are you going through, man?
So, I don't even know what happened. Honestly, like I 2 weeks ago, I woke up all jolly and stuff, feeling a little Christmas vibe and stuff, but then I woke up one day and I was like, oh, and I ain't feeling too well. At first I thought it was a little cold. Then my mouth started hurting and I was like, what? Getting mouth sores. And my stomach started hurting and then my throat. And then I was just going through. I couldn't eat anything, so I didn't eat, I'd say 2 pounds of food in 2 weeks. And I'm still recovering. It's horrible. But I'm off the deathbed, man. I'm ready to go and ready to go. And I don't even know where I'm going, so that's why we're here.
Meanwhile, I've been straight chilling, bro. I've been on top of the world, it feels like.
Yeah, it must be nice. one's under and one's on top.
Brother literally just texted me, like, I checked up on him like a week ago. I was like, bro, how are you? And brother said, nah, man, I'm done. I can't move. I'm like, dude.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know what I was typing. Like, I was like half across my bed, just, and then I woke up to Bo texting me, literally texting back. 5 minutes later, I tried watching the show and I was gone. Woke up the next morning at 5:15, ready for work. Went to work, went back to bed when I got home. So
literally a week ago, we were supposed to film a vlog at the gym for the Christmas season, and it simply didn't happen because brother was just dying.
Yeah, like we didn't even text like to cancel it. It was just automatically canceled. Like there was no coming.
I texted him, I'm like, bro, we're supposed to be recording today. Are you showing up? Like, are we doing this? He's like, nah, man. Like, I got to reschedule or something.
Yeah, it was like I was rescheduled. I was out for like 2.5 weeks out of the office area, man. I was just done for. I didn't even know what happened, bro. Life just took a turn. Started a new job, and then all of a sudden it wants to kick me in my knees, and I just fall face first, man. So, but no, we're back at it. Gladly. Still recovering though. I'm still a little under the weather, but it's all right. It's all good. You know, I'm happy. I'm up out of the bed on the couch now. So,
like, most crazy part is that like you were looking for a job for like 3 weeks. And like things just weren't like coming through or pulling through for you, and then like you get a new job finally, like somebody picks you up, and then you hit the hay again.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was actually 5 weeks without a job. I kid you not. I mean, I did side jobs and stuff like that to keep me going and afloat and stuff. Shout out to my connections for hooking me up with that. But like, I kid you not, like those 5 weeks, like my mental health was down. Like I applied to, I think it was 272 jobs and and it was all on Indeed. I was going to their websites, applying there too, and like no one wanted to pick me up. I had some interviews for sales positions. Never, yet again, I'm blue collar. Never worked a sales position. I tried it out. It just was not for me. And I mean, that's all I can do. All you can do is try. So I didn't, and then 2 weeks later, after having that job, someone picked me up to start cleaning big rigs, and honestly, it's going well. It's going good, and I think this is the one that will carry us out until we move. Which I'm not going to shout that out too loud yet, but I can't wait.
The funniest part is that's the first time Jake's told me what job he's working at.
Yeah. So
I be coming home and telling my dad, like I come and see my dad and talk to him when I'm at the house, and he'll be like, "Yo, what's Jake up to? Like, what's he doing? What work's he up to?" I don't know. Something. He's getting paid.
Yeah. So I just pressure wash big rigs like semi trucks, trailers. I wash them out like I do Kroger's, Myers, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great money. Like today I worked 6 hours and I got paid almost $300. So I mean, it is great money, but it's also the winter. So when I'm out there getting frostbite, spraying these trailers down, and you guys getting your Christmas gifts in those trailers, be grateful, because I clean that trailer. So, and if you're not grateful this Christmas, I'll be there. Cause it's
Will you?
No, I won't. I mean, unless you invite me. Cook good food if you invite me. I'll be at Bo's. So that's one of my stops.
Brother's asking for invites to Christmas.
Yeah. No, I already have my place, but like if you're willing to share a plate. But no.
Brother, I asked my parents before I left the house.
Yo, what we doing for Christmas?
I don't know. It's funny. No, I literally asked them, like, hey, what's the plan for Christmas? They said, I don't know.
Yo, you're on your own, bro. Like, just wake up, find your Christmas presents, bro, open them. Don't wake me up, because I'm going to be asleep. But now I'm going to be there. I'm going to be like this, watch them open Christmas presents, acting like a dad.
He's going to pull up to our Christmas that we don't even have planned.
Yeah.
And Christmas is,
everybody going to be sleeping.
Christmas is 5 days from right now. Not when you're seeing this video, but 5 days from when we're shooting this video. And, like, yeah, we don't have any plans for Christmas.
Yeah,
I guess Jake's coming over, though.
Party hardy, boys.
The job's closed on Christmas Day.
But we're not, so we're going to run the world while everybody's sleeping. Losers. Man, I'm great.
There was something I wanted to say, too.
I don't
know what I was going to go off of there.
I can show you what you can go off of. We're going to find something to do on Christmas.
Are we?
Probably not.
Shout out to Ohio, the lamest state in the country.
And like the sad part is, it's not lame. You just gotta be a billionaire to go and have fun in it. Kings Island, $56 to get it pass. Why? Zoo, $27.
Brother does not even like roller coasters, by the way.
But I still ride them, bro.
He's never wanted to go ride a ride with me.
Oh crap! Not the scary ones, bro. Snoopy Land's where it. Snoopy Land.
Brother wants to go to Snoopy Land. $56 to hang out in Snoopy Land. Man, we're 20 years old and brother's trying to go to Snoopy Land.
Some people never grow up. I'm one of those people.
In so many aspects, Jake's grown, but not the amusement parks, I guess.
I'm only. No.
Oh, but speaking of the holiday season, bro, how are you feeling going into this holiday season? I mean, it's one thing to like joking to be like, oh yeah, man, like I got a place to go, like come celebrate with me for Christmas. But like, what is the reality of that, like, for you going into the season?
So, believe it or not, holidays are always a rough patch for me, man. Like, it's just, I won't dread on it. Like, I always have a place to go with you. Like, I always look at the happy moments. So, like, my life is not horrible, by the way. Like, I am very, very thankful for what I have in my life. So, like, I'm not getting on here to like, oh, yeah, I had a horrible life. Like, I have not had a horrible life. Okay, I know who both my parents are. I know who one of my biological parents, but I have two parents. And, I mean, I've had a difficult life, but I have nothing. I'm very grateful, so don't take it like I'm trying to get your empathy. I'm not. But, okay, anyway, but, no, holidays are always difficult because, like, it takes a mental pull on me because, like, I grew up with, like, thinking I had a good family, but, like, deep down, like, I never really did. It was always arguments. It's always physical fights, mental fights, like, mental battles within ourselves and in our family. And honestly, like, I never really had a safe place to go until I was older. But, like, coming around the holidays, like, I love it. I love being around my friends. Well, I only have two friends, but, like, I just love hanging around my brother, you know, my boy Bo, Nate. I love hanging around with Nate and just being around people like who support me and like we push each other and thrive. But honestly, like holidays, I don't really like them. I don't really take the joy. I don't take the time to enjoy Christmas or whatever holiday it is. I kind of take it for granted. Like, but if you lived my life, then you'd probably understand why I do. But honestly, like I don't really enjoy holidays. So looking into it, it's nothing for me. But I do like seeing people happy and, you know, having a good family. But there are some people out there that don't, and that can take a mental health toll. And believe it or not, winter is actually the biggest depressed season of the year. And so many people take their lives within the year itself. But like, let's just take an example. 22 soldiers a day kill themselves. And that's just crazy to me, you know. So I just want to share that, like, you know, mental health is a big thing for me. That's why I'm pursuing this business, to give people that chance to get away from it. But going into holiday season for you, what's that like for you? Are you joyful? Do you still have that hit in your head that, like, you know, you are depressed, but like you're grateful, kind of like me?
I mean, when we really, especially think about the Christmas time, like now, I mean, a year ago we were doing it like fully together. Like we had just gotten into our apartment this time last year. Like we were just finally getting things settled and getting to celebrate a holiday like that in our own space together. And so like that was, I think, right now the peak of all holiday like ever. But looking at it now, Christmas especially is hard for me for the fact that growing up, it used to be going to Christmas Eve service with my family. And as I mentioned in the last Gather Corner, my mom is kind of not going to the same church I'm going to. My dad's kind of on the side of atheism. So, and then my brothers, I have an older and a younger brother, and they both just kind of are not, as far as I know, pursuing their faith in any fashion. So, you know, it creates this dynamic where we don't really have a tradition. Like I was talking to somebody like last week or something, and they were asking about family traditions. Oh, I was in a Sunday school class, and we were talking about holiday traditions like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, my family does not have any holiday traditions right now because me and my brothers are all grown and we should be out of the house, but you know, the markets right now and everything like that, high prices on everything. But, you know, we should be on our own and kind of grown, and we're doing our own thing and pursuing our own things. So holidays are kind of iffy for me. It just depends on what the celebration's for. But you know, I always love seeing my family. I've always been a family guy, so spending time with them is just beyond anything, really.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I can back that up. Being in our own place is actually way different. Like waking up, like the sad thing was when we had our place, I was barely there. And when I had time, I obviously had to go somewhere else, or like I was spending time somewhere else. There's a reason why. I'm not going to say it was very personal why I was not in there when I had free time or on the weekends, but I also had a job that, it, kid you not, like took up 90% of the day. Like I worked 12 to 14 hours a day. Like as Bo, like I came home, like I showered, went to bed, and I hated it because like I wanted to spend time with Bo. So in order to make that time happen with Bo, I actually had to chase another job, which cut my hours and pay. But then I couldn't obviously be able to pursue the apartment or a house with Bo. But also my grandpa took a turn for the worse at the worst possible time. Also him moving and me helping here and stuff like that. So I kind of had to withdraw myself from that place. But I promise you, we will be back in the same household soon.
Dude.
Soon.
So soon. Like, I mean, relatively speaking, obviously.
Yeah.
God's time is going to be God's time.
Yep.
It's been God's time this entire time we've been chasing this business and laying out the ground for this, so.
Yeah, and like Bo said, like, believe it or not, last year at this time, we were actually supposed to be dropping our website all in whole, but guess what? God said it's not ready. And believe it or not, if we did, the amount of errors we would have had, the amount of ups and downs we would have went through, if we didn't just stop and say, hey, like maybe we should take our time with it, it would be ridiculous. Like the stuff we have talked about and grew, like if you took day one to now, you would be like, that is a business that can happen. Everybody I talked to about it, people are like, wow, that is organized. Like to be able to spot that you don't need to push it out is actually a great power to have when you are chasing a business, because you don't want to push it on people. You don't want to push it on yourself to do that. But I'm glad we haven't. We're going to go dive into the conversation about why we are here in the Gather Corner today. It was a topic I threw out there because it's something I'm going through personally. I don't know much about Bo's situation, and Bo doesn't know much about mine. I don't really like talking about it. But I'm going to open up to you guys and with Bo here today to, one, make myself grow, two, to make this feel like you are allowed to come here, and like Bo will put the hotline and stuff like that to be able to, in our Instagram and stuff like that, for you to come and be able to talk to us. Like we want to be there, and if I have to take 30 minutes out of my day, I will, I promise you. Like to talk to you. Yeah, I have my own problems, but there's a quote that I'm going to go off of, is if not the world, one person. And one person can change this world. And if I can change one person to go change someone else's world, I will be happy to do that. If I'm doing this for one person, I'm happy to do that. Like, and I know I can back with, but that's Bo too. Like, I'm ready to dive in this conversation, but I want to realize, like, mental health is the same priority, if not more important, than physical health. Like if you're going through something, please reach out. Please. No one wants to carry your casket. Trust me. No one wants to have this life alone. Like you can't do it alone. So if you're not in your faith and you can't go to the Lord because you don't trust Him yet or whatnot, go to someone. Trust me, it will make a difference. I haven't realized that yet, but I promise you my brother has, and my real brother, not Bo. And he has changed as a person. So I want you to realize like how important it is, and I'm going to empathize that like so much. So if you don't want to, I'll start off and then we'll just kind of pick up the conversation. This is kind of a topic we just threw together. So here we go. So like Bo said, going into the season, it's hard. Like I'm going to dive into it. It helps my mental health. It's a roller coaster big time. And when I say roller coaster, I'm not talking ups and downs big. Like it stays very, very small. where I don't want to do anything, become depressed, and I don't want to deal with people. The reason why is growing up, one, I didn't have money, and if I did, it was spent on the wrong things, and I'm talking about my family. I didn't get a lot of stuff for Christmas. Some holidays I didn't get anything, and that's why I don't like celebrating it. I haven't healed from my childhood because of that, and I haven't forgave those people who have hurt me because I was comparing my life to everybody else. Like, I looked at my best friend and was like, oh, why is he getting all this? I'm not getting anything. That was the biggest challenge I had to overcome, to realize that, like, I need to be grateful for what I had. And it was too late when I realized that, and that was my mom. I'm so grateful for my mom. She's still alive, like, she's healthy. But, like, to be able to live with her and see her every day, and just, like, be able to hug her and just, like, you know, talk to her like my mom. Like, I don't have that anymore. Like, I hate it, and it breaks me because she was my everything. But, like, not being able to see my mom, like, happy like I did growing up, it just sucks. So, I'm not sure how to go about this mental health stuff, but, like, this past few weeks, those 5 weeks, I had time to think about my life. And I text Belle like 8 times, like, I can't do it. Like, am I suicidal? No. Like, I don't want to go and kill myself. I will never. It's because I got to stay here to have someone you can lean on as well, and everybody else. And that's the type of person I am. But, like, sitting here by myself, just thinking on the, like, days I couldn't work, like, I was just sitting, like, my life's horrible. Like, why me? I have bills I have to pay for and I can't pay for them. I just didn't trust the Lord. Like, that was my biggest thing. And, like, every time he came through. I sat in the end of my bed one day and was like, I don't want to fight anymore. Like, I'm tired of fighting. So I sat there for 2 hours in the pitch black dark at 2 o'clock in the morning, just sitting there, wondering, what am I going to do with my life? Like, am I going to end it? Am I going to pursue this? Should I just drop everything and just become nobody? Or should I just keep going? Obviously, this is someone who has never given up in life and never will. I obviously chose to keep going. But it was the Lord that talked to me, the Lord that said, he said, keep going, like, trust me, like, you trust me. And I did. Like, I just said, okay, I got to go, like, okay. I didn't have a visual encounter with him, but, like, he was there next to me, like, giving me a thought. Like, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. I kid you not, I went to bed, I think it was 8. I woke up at 12:50. I remember this because I looked, and I had so many missed calls. And I was like, what? Why? And I got to the end of my bed around like 12:58. I sat there until 3, but 2 a.m. on the dot, I felt chills on my back. Like someone put their hands on me, but it was cold. And it just took everything away. It took my depression, and I was able to feel hope again. And I never felt that in my life. And like, mental health for me has always been a struggle. I can't talk about my feelings at all. And that night, I felt like I could talk everything. Like, I was like, I forgive. I want to get rid of my anger. I forgive everything. And it didn't work. And I got mad. I was like, why? But little do you know, like, you can forget and forgive everything, but it's not until you call it out into the day, and what people say, call it out in the word, until you realize, like, wow, that's what I needed to say. So I started forgiving my mom, and I felt tears come to my eyes, which I haven't felt in 7-8 years, dude. I haven't, unless they were anger. And it felt pure joy. Like, I wasn't sad that I did it, but it felt good. So, and then I forgave my dad, and that was the biggest thing. Like, I don't know who my biological dad is, and I don't know that story, and I think that eats me up a lot. I forgave him for what he did, if he did it. And then I forgave my stepdad, which is my real dad and my real father, not biological. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. But I forgave him for everything he has done to me, and it just opened up, and I felt like I could breathe, and it felt so good, like not understanding what happened, but just trusting the Lord. And if you don't trust the Lord, it is okay. Like, you don't have, I mean, yes, it will feel better to do that in the way I did it, but like, you don't have to trust the Lord for him to love you and be there for you. Like, if you don't believe in him, and you get down on your knees, if you sit and you bow your head and you pray, I promise you he is there. I promise you. My faith was low. I haven't gone to church in 2 weeks. Not because I was sick. I would have gone if I was sick. I would have masked up. I would have went. But my faith was low. But believe it or not, his presence was high, and it was crazy. He fulfilled what I couldn't. And like, saying that, like, it was unbelievable. So I'm basing this around the past 5 weeks of my mental health, and basing around what happened in my encounterment on what I went through with the Lord. And I want you to realize that, like, you can too. Like, just, you don't even have to believe in him. You don't have to. Just talk to him. Because if you don't believe in him, doesn't mean he's not real. Just means he's not real to you yet. But I promise you, if you bow your head, you probably won't even be able to talk. First time I prayed, I couldn't even talk. But I knew the Lord was there in my head with me and my thoughts. Trust me. So, I don't know where else to go from this, because like I said, mental health's big, but I don't know how to talk about it. But like, if you need help, get it. And that was my encounterment of getting help without asking for it. So if Jesus helped me, he can help you. And I promise you, he will. I promise you. I promise you. But Bill, I'm going to pass it on to you. I'm going to ask you probably some questions, because you probably don't know. Like, have you had an encounterment of either one, self-discipline of realizing that you were hurt and you went to the Lord, or you had self-discipline on realizing you were hurt and you just like said, like, hey, like, I need a mental relaxation day? I know you are a little closer with your feelings than I am. I don't know how much, but I know you're closer to them. And if you want, you can go ahead and see and talk about how you go upon things and how you deal with it.
Yeah, so I mean, I've definitely had those days. I mean, as you grow up, those are days that you are kind of unavoidable, almost. When you're in tone and in sense with your feelings, you know, those days are hard to pass by and they're hard to skip over. Jake, of all people, knows and has seen very firsthand, more than anybody in my life as of the last 4 years, because 4 years ago I was in a relationship and have been out of that relationship for 4 years now, and she was the only person who understood the feelings that I feel, and was able to just support me in those feelings. But for the last 2 years, Jake has been, my rock. But when we were in the apartment, he saw firsthand that I feel really big and it builds up really fast. And I hold that for a long time too, because him and I both know that there's so much more that we have to get done and accomplish, and sometimes we both push our feelings back and just lift our head and keep grinding and keep going forward, because we know that there's bigger things that we have to accomplish. But there are times when we have to sit back and stop and realize where we're out of it. And a lot of those times, especially at the apartment, I'd come home and I'd either be really angry at you and I'd shut out on you, or shut my door and just walk away from situations because I just had a lot going on. And so you really got a first hand of that, I think, more than anybody in my life recently. And I literally had to tell you too, the only way I can process the things that I'm feeling is by giving myself those days. And I may not talk to you, I may not reach out, I may not engage with you, I might not be very respectful or just in tune with you and I, or the people around me. And that happens at work too when I go into work sometimes. I'll be carrying a lot of baggage with me when I go into work, just from stupid stuff that I'd be dealing with. It's not anything that is typically based around anybody or because of anybody, but I carry baggage just like anybody else, and that's something I don't talk about, especially not online, because like I said, we just lift our head and we keep walking forward. But there are definitely those days when I have to stop, and more often times I haven't been able to find a healthy coping habits for that. So it has just been a lot of shutting people out, not giving people the time of day that I'm supposed to be giving people. And it's been honestly really convicting for me for the last 2 months, because I've just been in this state where I feel very alone, but not in the sense of that I don't have people, just in the sense that I feel like I'm just generally alone, not because I don't have people, not because I'm doing things on my own or whatever. I just have that sense that I carry with me a lot, and I'm spending time with people who seem like might have bigger things than I do or better things than I do, and I get jealousy is a big thing for me. I feel a lot, and Jake knows that, and I sometimes feel like kind of that same boat that you were in, is why me? Why am I not the person that's getting those things? Why am I not on that train or on that same wave? But for me, it's just a lot of isolation. After that breakup 4 years ago, it took me 8.5 months to say, okay, I'm finally ready to come out and do something again. I'm finally ready to do life and embrace life again. And I still struggled, I think, 3 months after that, maybe even 4 months after that. But I think just crossing over from that 4 years later, it's a lot of isolation, a lot of closing my doors, shutting things out, shutting people out, shutting the world out. Like you said, when you're kind of sick, just sleeping and being in the dark, and but that's totally okay though, because we all cope differently. And I hate talking about my coping. I'll talk about my stuff when I'm ready to talk about it, Like Jake would always ask me like, hey, what's wrong? And I'll be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did want to talk about it. Believe me, we all want to talk.
Yeah,
We're humans designed to talk. We have free will to talk. But it was like, it's on my time when I want to talk about it. It's not when somebody asks me. Like, it's when it all feels like it's processed, or when I feel like I have some direction of what is going forward from that. But
yeah, so I'd hate when people say, I'll talk to you when I'm ready. I hate that. Like, I need an immediate reaction right then and there, because that's how I grew up. So it was like, forget your feelings, who cares, like, you know, ignore it. So when living with Bo, like, I grew as well, like, to understand, to be on the other side of that coping, is that, like, give them time. Like, they know what's wrong, they just don't know how to express what's wrong quite yet, or it's they know how to express it, they just don't know what to express. So, like, if you're on the other side of it, just, like, wait, calm down. Like, it's not on you. Like, yeah, you're eager to find out what is wrong with them, but it's not your place to edge them on, like, telling them, like, hey, what's wrong? So, like, I mean, I used to bust down on Bo sometimes, like, hey, like, you know, what is wrong? And I think that was the time he told me, you know, like, I need my space, and then I'll talk to you when I'm ready. And me and Bo we have never exploded on each other to, like, we're, you know, like, screw you. Like, we have never, like, yelled. Like, we have had heated arguments, yes, but we have never, like, threatened or, like, raised our voice to the point where it was like, we're walking out because I'm tired of you. Like, no, we're walking out because I'm tired of the situation we're in. When Bo walked out, when he was mad or he had a lot of baggage, and I kept pushing him, he was like, stop. I understood, okay, I need to stop, but I have a big ego. And I was like,
ain't that the truth?
I was like, but I ain't stopping. And Bo, I want to say exploded, but he did stand his ground, and he said, hey, like, you know, I need my space. So don't take it as a wrong way when someone says, I need my space. In your relationship as well, like, someone needs their space, back up. All right? Like, I kid you not, the amount of times I see a guy or a girl, what's wrong? About to catch a case, that's what's wrong. Stop, back up, relax, let me breathe. But yeah, being on the other side of that coping mechanism, just relax, you know, like I learned with Bo, and I'm glad I learned with Bo, because, like, I have a very short and hot temper, like, fast chain reaction. And I remember that was when I was on my peak testosterone and creatine intake. Oh my God, I was so heated. But I was glad that Bo has, like, stood his ground. But yeah, no, like mental health is a big thing. I don't like talking about anything online like this, like my problems. That's why, like, when I said I listed out my problems, I didn't say anything personal. I will never ask Bo any personal detailing questions online. It's none of your guys' concern. We want you to understand that there is still a boundary between us and you. We are not, I don't want to be idolized, and I don't want people who I know to be like, oh, that's never happened, when it really has, but they don't know because I haven't opened up about it. I've had problems, so has Bo. They're way different problems, but they're not your problems to worry about. I know Bo's, and Bo knows mine. So it doesn't matter to you. We're keeping it a fine line on respect on these questions. So don't try to go dig up our background for whoever's watching this, or whoever will watch it, because it won't be there. Like, we're not those type of people like all your other idolized models or TikTok influencers who go and cry on TikTok to get in, I guess, reassurance. Like, we're not that. We're here to make you feel like you can come to us. We're not TikTok stars. I hate people who do that. It makes no sense. So, with that being said, we're going to go off on how do you keep yourself motivated through those problems you had. Like what kept you going. I'll let you go first, and then I'll back up on why I kept going through all the problems I had. Even though you guys don't know them, we're going to talk about how we can keep going through them.
I mean, seeing God, is ultimately the always the answer to that. God is always going to, kind of like we talked about earlier, whether you know him or you trust him yet or not, like that door, the moment you open that door, I mean, the floodgates are open. I mean, the moment you say like, Lord, I need you, or like the moment you pray for the first time in years, or since you were young, or since whatever it is, whatever the circumstance is, like that is when, as they say, heaven rejoices, the angels are singing, the choir is singing, the kingdom is praising that, because God is always going to be waiting for that. Because when he sent his son, he called each and every one of us on this earth, and even the ones that aren't even born yet, to the kingdom. And the ultimate thing is making that decision and coming to him and just inviting him into your life. And the moment you do that, the moment you do say, God, like I need you, or God, where are you, God, this or that, he shows up. I mean, those doors are open in so many lights and so many ways. I've been in my faith for a long time, and man, I still say I suck at my faith. Every single day I fail at my faith. I don't read my scripture enough. I don't spend enough time praying. I don't do any of the practices enough, and I convict myself of that every single day as well. But I know that God's light shows up in more ways than I could imagine. When it's in a season where I feel like there's a lot going on, I feel stressed out. Like the last 3 days, dude, like I feel it when I was driving over here. Like my chest is heavy, like real heavy. Not because like I'm angry, not because like people are pissing me off, not because of anything, but because there's so much. I mean, with the holiday too, like that happens, but there's just so much life happening right now, and I'm just kind of carrying that. I'm just kind of holding on to it, setting things more priority than others, and I'm just kind of carrying that, and it's sitting really heavy on my soul right now, more than I've felt in a really long time. But in those moments where things are crazy, I've also noticed that I'll wake up and be like, God, like today's really hard, like I feel overwhelmed, and he'll show himself in making my day at work really slow, like just have slow traffic, like, oh, I see you, God, I know you're here. Like I talked to you yesterday and told you that like you knew that my heart was struggling because I feel like there's a lot going on, and here we are, now it's a slow day. That's you. That's God. You go, like yesterday I was taking a drive, still feeling this weight. I was like, went to work, like did a whole bunch of other errands after work, and then had small group last night. And on my way home, I'm like, dude, I literally like just want to go home and sleep. Like I'm so over this. Traffic sucked. Everything was like, just like, get me home, get me out of this. Like, I just need to be done for the day, knowing I still had half my day left to do. And I even posted on my Snapchat story, and it was like a beautiful, beautiful sunset driving down the highway. Packed traffic, terrible traffic. But look up in front, I'm like, wow, that is somebody upstairs in the upper room saying, here's this.
Yep.
Here's a glimpse of the light that God gives each and every one of us. So it's those small things that keep me going all of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Even when my faith is struggling.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, like when there's slow traffic and you have a lot of weight on you, maybe it's that time where you need to think like, okay, this is my time to take a deep breath. Like, all right, talk to God during that slow traffic. Maybe that's why God made it slow, so you have time to talk to him. Honestly, in that sunset, like Bo said, like, maybe you don't realize, a lot of people don't realize, like, okay, I need to talk to God. So God makes you realize, like, hey, I'm here. By putting that beautiful sunset there in front of Bo, in front of all kinds of people. Like, when people are in the rush to get home, I just question myself, like, why? Like what are you going to do when you get home? You going to read your Bible? No.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, let's be honest here. You going to read a book? Nah. You going to listen to worship music? Well, you can do that in your car. What are you in a rush to do? Like, and honestly, it don't even have to be in traffic. It can be when you're walking, when you're in a store. Let me rush. Like, why? Be patient. And like, when people say be still in church, that means like, mentally, but like, you can be still physically as well. Like because you're still physically, that will actually help you mentally be still. Instead of being in a rush, just take a deep breath. This is my time. Think about that. Like, when you're at work, you're not rushing to get the job done, because once the job's done, you still got to be on the clock for another 8 hours. No. What do? You take your time. But once you get off, you got to rush somewhere. No. Take your time everywhere. Take your time at work. Take your time in your life. But a lot of people get a lot of things mixed up. And that is being still. Like, life is very precious for you to chase. Don't chase money. That don't go with you anywhere. It makes you feel good, makes you feel secure when you compare yourself. A car's supposed to get you to point A to point B. It ain't got to be fancy. It just got to get the job done. Same for you. You ain't got to be fancy. You ain't got to be new. You ain't got to be knowledge to come to the Lord. So I want to put that out there as well. Come dirty. He cleans you off. You don't. People think they have to start their life all over in order to impress the Lord. The Lord wrote your book. He's the author of you. You really think he hasn't proofread your story? Like, no, he did. Let alone writing it, he reread that thing. And he's watching you. And he's rereading it again. He knows it already. But he's walking through with you. He's walking with you through the story he created. Be beautiful with your life. Don't take anything for granted. That's one of the biggest things I'm learning right now. Be still. Take your time. Understand what you have and be grateful. I think that's what keeps me motivated, is being grateful. Being grateful I have this place. Being grateful I'm alive. Like, I think that's what keeps me going. Like I said, my mom's my rock, but like deep down, I don't need anybody but the Lord. And that's the truth be told. I can be alone forever. I'm not scared. It's nice to be accompanied by Bo. But do I need him in my life? No. But the Lord put him in my life for a reason. So I'm not going to kick him out because I don't like him. He stinks, but I love him. But God, I'm going to back this up. God is the reason why I keep going as well. I haven't killed myself yet. When I thought about it, because it was a sin. I can't do this. God put me here. Or God woke me up to do something powerful today. Extraordinary. I mean, I was about to say something so smooth. Ordinary people do extraordinary things.
That's it.
And I think your light just died up top.
That's all right. We don't need it.
All right. But
it's just the devil, my brother.
He's here. He's here. Something powerful. But it's all right because he's scared. He comes in this room. He's gonna have to deal with more than us. Tell you that. But The Lord's powerful. He's with us. He keeps me motivated. He keeps Bo motivated. Imagine what he'll do for you. It is a gift. Like I Kid United, it's Christmas Day when you say yes to Jesus. You feel so much happy. Like people say, oh, I gotta be mean or I gotta be manly. Physically, looking mean isn't manly. Being kind, but having that flip of being the Lord's person, oh my God, the Lord speaks. But with that all being said, be smart about who you talk to and where you talk to. Where you talk about things. Me and Bo, we are each other. We're safe together. When we turn this off, we'll hit a quick prayer. We'll talk about if we need anything about this episode or the potty. But I just want you to realize that like mental health is very important, and actually this is like 95% on why I wanted to start the business with Bo. Mental health is important. You have a second opportunity and so many other chances with the Lord in your corner. Please take that step. If you need help, reach out. Call 911. Trust me. Your life is an emergency. Trust me. Don't call 911. Call your hotline or call your non-emergency line. Look it up. And if you don't know that, then hit 911 and they will be there. But so will Jesus. You might not believe it, but trust me, don't knock it until you try it. I want you to realize that like your health is very important. Be smart on where you talk. Be smart on what you talk about and who you talk to it to. And honestly, I think that's it for me. I'm growing. Bo's growing. Let's just grow together. That's why we're here. That's why we made this little podcast real quick. So people understand that we are going through depression as well. We're going through the anxiety, but we're not alone. Neither are you. So you come to us, we will help you out. The Lord will help you out more than anybody in this world will. Take your step. What are you going to lose? Friends? It's probably a good thing that you lose those friends. But I love you. Bo loves you. Be safe. Be smart. Don't do anything. I would say what me and Bo wouldn't do, but that is everything in the chapter of life. So
we'll dig into those chapters,
and you will be along
eventually
with the craziness stuff we do.
Eventually, we're gonna get to a point where this isn't so much a sit down. This is where it becomes just us talking about what's going on. But we're only on the second month of recording these and putting these out, and we just want to put our stories out there before we break down. Just you guys being able to hear us talk to each other one-on-one and just talk about what life is and what's going on, and whatever it looks like or whatever things are going on in the world. We'll stray away from this, each of us talking at the camera. It'll be us talking to each other. But like he said, if you're not ready to embrace the Lord, if you're not ready to have that conversation or accept Him yet, let us be your first stop. I've already had, I think, 2 or 3 people reach out to me as I was first sharing our Instagram, and I had people saying, oh, like I saw you post what you're doing, what you're starting, and it made me either want to get back into my faith, or made me interested about how I can just pursue Jesus better, or how I can have better relationships. And so those are conversations that are already happening in this business, and people are already asking what we're doing this for, and we get to share the testimony that God is just embracing each and every one of us every single day, and we just get to be a connection to the Father up above.
Absolutely.
So let us be your first stop if you're not ready to pray, if you're not ready to go to church. Let us be your first stop.
Exactly. Yep.
Together Woven, the Instagram, shoot us a DM. Jake sucks at being on social media. That's okay. I'm not going to shame him for that because social media sucks. The only reason we're on social media is because of the things that we want to do for the Lord. He's going to get better at it eventually.
Yes, I will.
But shoot us a DM on Together Woven, our Instagram, our Facebook. Shoot us a message in the comments. Let us know what you're going through, what we can be praying for you about, or even give us your Instagram or some way to contact you. We will reach out. We will follow up with you and figure out what you're going through. And if you just need somebody to listen, I always tell my friends, the people that have been in my life, even if they're not now, like, you need something, text me. You don't have to have the words, because I never have the words. We talked about that earlier. I never have the proper words about what I'm going through. You don't have to either. If you're reaching out to me or Jake, shoot us with whatever you're feeling. It doesn't have to line up. The words don't have to make sense. The sentences don't have to make sense. We'll break it down together. I'll break it down. I'm really good at that stuff, breaking those down. We will follow up with you if you DM us. DM me on Instagram, BowMickOfficial, Jake underscore sales _15.
He'll
all
tag
of
him.
these accounts you can reach us at, they're all followed across our platforms. If you need anything, please reach out to us. If it just means that you need somebody to listen to your story.
Yep.
Because we want to be that for you, and we want to share that story with you, because we get to share our story with you.
And don't be scared. Like, trust me, we're strangers if we haven't met, but this is why we're on here, so we're not strangers to you. Look, we'll help you. We will get you help if we cannot help you. Trust me, we know so many connections, and we are not scared to create new ones to help you. I will talk to anybody for you. I will talk to you. I will listen to you, and I will stand up for you. Same with Bo here. That's why we're here. Create a community that you're welcome in. Look, if you don't want us praying for you, we will set aside that. We are not pushing religion on you. You cannot accept the Lord unless you accept him within yourself. We are religious. This is a religious-based company, but that's not the only thing we're pushing out in this world. We're pushing out kindness. We're pushing out greatness. We're pushing out opportunities for people all around the world that believe in anything and everything. This is a safe home. But at the end of the day, glory to our God, our Lord and Savior. So please reach out to us. We can help you. We can be your first stop. We can be your second stop. It doesn't matter how many stops you hit before us. We're here for you, not the attention. I don't care for it. We're here to listen. We're here to talk. We're here to help you. Hey, like Bo said, you got Instagram. Later on, we will have business. We have business cards made, but we don't have them in. But I'm also on the work on getting that done. So we will drop that. We will also drop it with our number, our email, and stuff like that to hit us up directly. But right now, it's all in the works. Please reach out. Even if it's to say what's up, if you have a business idea, we're all ears. We're learning. We're striving, and we want you to be involved. So please reach out. Mental health is serious. So is physical health. We're here. We love you. We are.
Wait. With that being said, when this video drops tomorrow, the day after you're seeing this video, our website is officially live.
I forgot,
Our
dude.
website is live. With that being said, starting
is
tomorrow.
fired.
Starting tomorrow, when you see this video. When this video is released, tomorrow's the day. Together, tghwoven.org. Get on there. The website will drop tomorrow, where you can drop your email, drop your name. That way we can contact you, get you the email information, get you updates about what we're doing. And in a month from now, our product launches, and God's going to do what he's going to do.
Honestly, we're not going to end yet, because we're going to talk about what's happening, like you said, like, you know, like in a month and stuff like that. So when you see this, the day after you see this, or after we release, our link and our website will be launched. A month after we launch our website, which the day after you see it and we release this, a month from then, or was it February 8th?
Yep, February 8th.
You can actually order, or what was it? Yeah, order. Mm-hmm. Yeah, order the clothing and merchandise that will actually, believe it or not, crazy, help us improve our business and make opportunities happen for you. And you look cool.
True.
So there's so much happening. Be along to see what happens.
Also, we're releasing our scripture plan
January.
Sometime around the time of this video being released.
I think it's...
I don't know the dates off the top of my head. I should, but I don't. Anyways, we're starting strong with identity. The month of January. First Monday. Don't remember the date of that either. We have so many dates right now. I just know that the first Monday, I'm going to be releasing a video talking about what identity and what that month is going to be talking about in our scripture plan that'll be posted every Thursday
on Instagram. And
on Instagram.
That will start in January. We don't know the exact dates, but it's crazy because that's a good thing, because that means our calendar is booked for you.
Fully booked.
I mean, at least 3 days a week. And it's crazy. Like me and Bo, actually, believe it or not, I have to get back to Bo's email. They sent me, what, 2 weeks ago? A week ago? I was supposed to get back to him last night, but like I went to bed because I had work this morning. And so I'm going to hit him up. I'm going to send him the details over there. We are excited to have you here with us and along with us. We can't wait to grow. Am I forgetting anything?
No.
All right.
I don't think so.
We love you. And together we are.
Together woven, and you matter to us and to everybody else. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Oh, yo, boss. All right, I'm going to go give you a call.